Good evening, as Jordan sorts himself out.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Eagle Eyed View, and obviously this is the Aston Villa match preview. And how you doing, Jordan? How's things going?
Yes, I'm feeling a lot better now, Rich.
Yeah, because I know you absolutely went mental last week, but that's in the past. That's in the past. Big up Nate in the chat.
Yes, boys.
How's it going? You good?
I can walk, so that's an improvement. Walking dead out here, bruv.
And we have a guest representing Aston Villa.
Good evening, lads.
Good evening,
Evening.
Richard. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Looking forward to the game on Saturday.
It's a big one. It's a big one for
Yes.
both clubs, for different reasons. For us, we got to bounce back quickly because the run of games, we need to be picking up as many points as possible. For you, new manager bounce. But we're going to get into it. Let me just address the comment section. We got Rush, as always, and Jay. What's happening? Yes, Dollar. Massive Man United news that's floating around at the moment as well, to be fair. Big up Louis. And also big up Brad. Yeah, you're here because you love being here, Brad. That's what it is. That is what it is. So yeah, let's go straight into it. Now, obviously Jack Grealish left in the summer. It looked like the Aston Villa Twitter fan base had an absolute meltdown. What was your take on that?
We don't mention his name anymore. We're
Is it like that?
We're not allowed to mention his name anymore. It's not good. But
Man's out like Voldemort. Holy shit, that's mad. Jack Grealish has become Voldemort. Big man thing.
It's like he who can't be named. That's exactly what it is.
Mad thing.
No, but seriously, I think a lot of Villa fans were. There was a mix of disappointment and obviously heartbreak in terms of a big player for us. Our main player brought us up, kept us up, captain, all that kind of stuff. But there was almost a kind of realization that he would leave us. Definitely leave us. But I just think it was the timing that was a bit out of sorts, really, because he could have gone to City the season before and everyone would have said, great, you've kept us up, brilliant. But it was just when we looked like we were on the cusp of something big. And I know we got 100 million for him, but it's obviously had the effect it's had now because we are where we are at the moment. We signed, some big players, Danny Ings, Leon Bailey, Emi Buendia, but they just haven't settled for whatever reason, and the loss of Jack Grealish has caused a big hole in the team.
Do you feel that's had a massive, as you said, obviously it's a massive hole. How big a hole is it? Because obviously you made some decent signings this season.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. Some of it was when he got sold, we announced Danny Ings straight away. But I do think that was a little bit of a kind of fan pleaser signing, if you like. And who said he's Andres Pereira socks? I'll take some of that. I'll definitely take some of that. But yeah, I think some of the signings like Leon Bailey and maybe Emi Buendia, I think they would have signed even if we'd have kept Grealish. I think the way that they tried to frame it was that we signed these guys to replace what Jack Grealish brought. But I know a lot of clubs won't understand the kind of feeling that we had for him because he was Villa through and through. He was with the club from he was 8 years old. He's the best player that we've ever had at the club, ever, in my opinion. He's our greatest ever player. I know we've had some decent ones over the years. So it's a huge loss. Everything went through him, like everything. It was give the ball to Jack. So yeah, it has been a bit of a big hole to fill, as I said before. And obviously Dean Smith's lost his job from the fact that he couldn't replace him. and he couldn't figure out a way to win without him. And that's been the same thing for the last 2 or 3 seasons. And yeah, it obviously cost him his job.
Let's go into Dean Smith then. Because it was weird. Like, he had that one season where he struggled, then the following season he was brilliant. Like, is it the inconsistency that let him down?
Yeah, like obviously he's was a Villa fan, and it was kind of like the story was the captain is a Villa fan, the manager's a Villa fan, and it was he brought us up and he kept us up. But he's always you're saying who do I look like? He's always had that streak. Like, he's won. We went on a 10-game winning run in the Championship, which got us into the playoffs. We also went on a massive losing streak before we went on that 10-game run. We obviously had bad spells in the first season back in the Premier League, and then he turned it around after the sort of lockdown for COVID, and then last season we went on a 4-game winning run right at the start of the season, and then when Jack was injured, we went on a bad run. So he's always been that up and down manager, and I just think a lot of fans kind of kept us, liked him because he was Villa fan and he brought us up and that. But if you looked at our form across the year, I think we'd lost the same amount of games as Norwich. So through 2021, it just wasn't a good. He just wasn't. We weren't playing well. We were only heading one way.
It's a shame, obviously. I mean, because obviously historically you've been known as a very, very big club, and you still are in the eyes of many. And I think everyone was pleased to see you come up, because who did you play in the Championship final at the time?
Derby.
Oh yeah, we did not want to see Derby come up.
Yeah.
Talk a bit about this season then, in a bit more greater depth.
Yeah, it's been a funny one because, as we've just touched on there, it was kind of Jack left. We kind of knew he was, but we got 100 million for him. We signed three big players, and we thought Leon Bailey coming in was a massive signing. Yes, Sol Campbell. Yeah, I've had that one before.
Oh my god.
John
Carew and Ashley Young. Tariq's taking the piss.
I think Tariq's trying to make up
definitely
for
not Gabby. I don't look like Gabby. But yeah, it's been a funny one because we thought we were starting the season really positive, with the signings that we'd made, and thought this is, we finished 11th last season, thinking this will be one where we can really push on. And then for whatever reason, it just hasn't kicked into gear. We've been really disjointed. We've had injuries. We've had like a disruptive pre-season, and we just haven't played well enough. Like that's the fact. We've lost against like Watford. That was a horrible first day of the season. We lost 5 games in a row, which was obviously cost Dean Smith his job, and we've just been really disjointed. We've had players that have come in and out. We've tried different formations. We stumbled across a 3-5-2 formation, and then we beat Man United with it. But obviously, the way that Man United are playing, it doesn't seem like a particularly great result. And then we've needed to change manager. And to be honest, I've been saying for a lot of months that Steven Gerrard would be my choice at Villa, and I think he's going to be the next great, similar, hopefully similar to someone like your manager and the new breed of managers that are coming through. So I think a change was needed, and just to have set the standards, because I felt like sometimes the players kind of ran the dressing room with Dean Smith, and he was a bit too nice. And I think Steven Gerrard will bring that ruthless nature about him.
Sure. Before we come to your thoughts on it, Richard, Nate, thoughts on Gerrard, like the appointment? How do you think he's going to do?
Well, considering people were doubting him when he went Rangers, and he firmly got Celtic back in place because people used to say, "Oh, it's a dead league, this and that." He went the whole season unbeaten. You can say Scotland's league is poor, but you can only beat what's in front of you. Now, obviously, Gerrard, Vieira, people like to compare their playing careers to, Vieira's been a crap manager. He flopped at Nice. No. Gerrard was only good at Rangers because he went to Rangers. He didn't work his way up from let's say Arbroath or Ayr or any of these Scottish clubs in the lower end of Scotland, Steven Gerrard's a big enough name where he can handle the pressure of a job like Rangers. And with all due respect to Rangers, Aston Villa is one of those jobs that, if it's available, you jump at.
No,
Because think about it, like if Steven Gerrard did what he did at Watford, for example, people would say, "Oh, Watford didn't give him enough time because Watford sat managers like it's a bag of Tesco sweets. They just go through managers quickly." But because he's gone from Rangers to Villa, two big clubs, and he's delivered at a big club like Rangers where he's won the league unbeaten, you've got to give him some credit. Now, obviously, he's gone into an Aston Villa side that, apart from their last win over you-know-who, I'm not swearing on stream again because I know that made Jordan's weekend, seeing as he took hella L's on his predictions again.
Nah.
Wait, was that you that took L's, Rich?
Now you'll see. We'll get into it.
That's it. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is just that obviously them beating them lot last weekend, that's a good start for Gerrard. Because what's this?
Oh, I need to catch up because so I was taking the hairbands out my daughter's hair, so I've missed a few comments. Keep going there. I'll catch up.
No, Bradley's comment got me dying, bro.
This is how low Manchester United fans have fallen. But fair play, Brad. He said for me and for Jordan now, so I feel a little bit better. Thank you, Bradley. But no,
fair, he's always sending for me, so I'm waiting for my turn.
Look, after the way Santiago got you done, you dirty in that last stream, bro. Trust me. Like,
I'm now Lionel Richie, by the way.
But to answer your question, Rich, people will always say, "Oh, Gerrard's using the Villa job for Liverpool." Maybe so, but he's doing it at a big club where expectations are a lot higher than going to, say, an Us or a Watford or a Burnley or something like that. I'm not saying Burnley aren't a big club, but Villa have got, obviously, European pedigree. They've won league titles, won FA Cups, won League Cups. They're a much bigger club than people actually think they are. So, is Gerrard the right guy going forward? I'd say, yeah. Is he using it for the Liverpool job? I wouldn't think so because he's a professional. And he may not even get the Liverpool job because remember, Phil Thompson, Liverpool legend, got the Liverpool job. It didn't really go that well. So it's not a guarantee that ex-players become great managers.
Good point. Jordan?
Well, with Stevie G, personally, I feel like there's a bit of bad blood there because, first of all, I swear we tried to get him and he just said that we're not big enough for him to go to, basically. Well, that's what I got from it because we wanted him over everyone else, really, and he just turned us down straight there and then. But we had this project that we're building now. Looking at it on hindsight now, that Vieira was the right call. But if you're looking at it in a past sense, then you're saying that you'd want Gerrard because of what he's done. He has been.
I think it was more Lampard though, JC. I don't really think it was Gerrard. I think it was more Lampard.
There was like a week or two where it was hot on Gerrard, and like Gerrard was the favourite for like a week, and then he publicly turned us down. But I think for him, the Villa job's probably the right step, even if he is trying to use it as a stepping stone. Let's say he does get the Liverpool job. By getting that Liverpool job, he's going to have to make Villa great. And that's just going to make Villa, it's just going to boost them in general, really, isn't it?
What an evening this was, by the way.
I think he remembers more so his last game at Anfield.
He got smashed up by the Palace.
Man's last game at Anfield.
Oh, okay.
This is it. So what's your thoughts on Gerrard? I know it's only been the one game so far, but what do you feel like he's seen? Have you seen that he's implemented so far?
It's difficult, isn't it? Because like whenever a new manager comes in, there's always like the players will say, "Oh, the training's better" and all that kind of stuff, and we look fitter and all that. But I don't think it was necessarily too much that he needed to change. The players were there. the signings have been good. We've got a formation that we settled with the 4-3-3. I just, as I said before, I just think it was almost kind of like Grealish went, and it was almost like the end of that story. If we're talking about the 3 years getting us up and all that kind of stuff, the captain as the fans, the captain as a fan of the club, the manager's a fan of the club, and I think it needed like just a clean slate. I don't think Dean Smith could rescue it, to be honest, after that. And it just needs someone, and for me, it needs someone who can have that aura about him. When he goes into the dressing room, people are like, it's Steven Gerrard. Our main problem is in midfield. So what better coach or manager to have to teach, to kind of set the standards for the team as him. And he's got a good team with him. He's got there's a lot of talk about this coach called Michael Beale, who's basically the brains behind the operation. Gary McAllister obviously is his assistant manager, but there's a lot of talk about this Michael Beale, who's a really, really good coach. So I think it was just someone to get that ruthless streak and kind of get that extra 5-10% from the players, and just to not sort of take anything. I just think sometimes Smith was too nice, and we need that bit of a ruthless streak about us.
Fair enough. Question here: have you switched to 4-3-3?
We'll switch back to it. Yeah. So I think 4-3-3 was what he played at Rangers, with a kind of a tight three in the central midfield area, with like sort of a one number 6 and then kind of 2 in front, and then a kind of tight 3 up front. So almost like 2 number 10s and then a striker who was Morelos, obviously at Rangers, and he's looking at either Danny Ings or Ollie Watkins. I'm not sure who's going to get that spot. Obviously Watkins scored the other day, so it might be him that kind of has put himself at the front for that central spot. But yeah, he's gone back to 4-3-3. Villa started with 4-3-3, then turned it around to 3-5-2, but the players are more comfortable with the 4-3-3.
Big up Chunky Tunes, Benteke hat-trick incoming. You know what? He's playing-wise, he's played very well for us. He just needs to finish his dinner.
I love him. I love
Benteke.
Absolutely love the guy. He's been fantastic. He was fantastic for Villa.
He was,
and it just seems like he's had years where no manager has played to his strengths, and it looks like finally Vieira's playing to his strengths, and he's scoring goals. Obviously, like you say, he's missing some big chances, but I suppose as he's getting more confident, he's going to put those chances away. I just hope there's not a hat trick on Saturday.
And this is it. He could have scored 2 hat tricks last. So it's a good sign for us. Then we're creating chances, and obviously Roy Hodgson.
What do you boys think of him?
Doing it of PV
Benteke, yeah.
Oh, Benteke,
yeah.
I'm happy with how he started. I would have preferred to see Eduardo in the middle of the park. However, he's been playing well, so I can't really knock it. It does leave us a bit, I feel, imbalanced because now Saha's kind of playing on the right now. It's a bit like off. But if we're creating chances, I can't complain. Honestly, can't complain. So yeah, let's hope he gets that hat trick on Saturday. We're gonna go into a combined 11 now. I found this new website. We tried it last week, which was kind of fun. So basically, the Burnley Palace game, we kind of just picked all the players that weren't playing because our both defenses were terrible. And so I'm just going to add it to the screen, and we're going to pick a combined 11. However, what's going to happen, Rich, is that you're going to pick the team, and then we will just we'll kind of just pick 1 or 2 players if we don't agree with it and such. We won't go through the whole team. Otherwise, we'll take long. Now,
as you can see, Martinez is already in there because we're not picking Guaita.
I was going to say,
we literally give the goalkeeper to every guest that comes on. I think the only one was it Norwich and Tim Crew? That's the only one. And such. So, who would you got?
Well,
right
so far anyway.
So right back.
Oh, and are you happy with a 4-3-3?
Yeah. I'll stick to that. Who's your usual right back?
Joe Ward.
Wardy.
Joel
Who?
Ward,
Sorry,
yeah. Joel Ward.
Yeah, I'll take Matty Cash over him. Yeah.
Is it 2 A's in this?
No,
No, CASH.
Yeah,
Why isn't it coming up? Don't it recognize him? There we go.
there you go. Left back, I'll go for your man. Is it Mitchell?
That's the one.
It's different class he is.
Yeah. He's miles better than Matt
All
Target.
right. Ah, there he is.
There you go.
Centre back.
Centre back. I'll go for Ezri Konsa on the right side centre back. Now this is a real tough one because I do like your man. Is it Mark Gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear a butt coming though.
But Mings is our captain. Is England international?
Oh, but he's terrible.
But there's an argument that Mark Gay should be in ahead of him. But he had a cracking game on Saturday. I'll go for your man. But it's very, very. I think you guys have got a mistake in your defence, but we've got the same.
Oh, 100%. After what we saw last week, believe me.
Oh my.
Weetabix defending.
Wait, what nationality is Konsa? Is he English?
He's English.
English, yeah.
That's a very English backline, isn't it?
He qualifies for Portugal.
Well, it's 3/4 English because Cash is somehow Polish.
Yes. Yeah, his mum's Polish. His mum was born in
Yeah.
Poland, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's changed nationality to Poland.
I don't blame him with the amount of right backs that England have. It's crazy.
Wan-Bissaka just needs to play for DR of Congo and holler at Balassi.
Literally.
Yeah.
Who are you three in the middle?
Midfield. Got to put Gallagher in there for you guys. Yeah, more attacking one. John McGinn.
100%. Baller.
He's a good player, to be fair.
Who's your other midfielder? Is it what's his name? MacArthur.
He's injured.
He's injured, yeah.
Much to our heartbreak because he's been easily one of our best players this season.
Easily.
We're not picking Milivojevic, Rich. I swear to God, if you pick Luke in this, I'm going off the stream.
Go it, because you could put Douglas Luiz in, but he's probably not going to play, and I'm not a big fan of him. So go Jacob Ramsey for the Villa's young player, because he'll probably play.
Will you say Ebbs is technically back yet or not?
Oh, Eze is brilliant.
Eze.
Love that guy.
Yeah, what do we say he's back? He ain't played no minutes yet, has he?
Yeah, but we want him off the bench. Him and Lise off the bench is going to cause them problems.
Yeah.
A tired Aston Villa back line are facing Elise, Eze, Wilf, and Edouard.
We're gonna actually need legs in the midfield Saturday. We can't have Luca and Coyote.
Then that means we're going to have to bring Gyro and put either Will Hughes or put Jordan's boy Yaroslav Yak in midfield.
Nah, it needs to be Schlupp. You're forgetting
really
Yeah,
does,
Schlupp, to be fair.
Really
Yeah,
does.
definitely.
You're free
So
up top.
forward. Put Zaha in there. Is he left? Come off the left, does he?
Yeah.
Normally he plays left, but we're playing him right to accommodate Edouard on the left and Benteke in the middle. Don't ask. We're just as confused seeing that as you are.
Or we have to write Wilfred in
What
this.
did they call him last time?
As Daloff or something, isn't it?
Chancer.
Wilfred Chanza, yeah, remember that.
And then on the right, we'll go Leon Bailey.
Is he fit?
He came on for like the last half hour on Saturday.
I hope he pulls his hammy.
So.
He's a problem.
And then I'm gonna say just Ollie Watkins.
Oh,
over the big man.
right. Here's the team. Nate, any changes you would make to that team?
No, not really. Provided that I don't have Guaita, we don't have Guaita in goal, no issues, because Guaita just makes me nervous now.
I was speaking to, and was it no context?
Yeah, Steve.
Steve, Steve, and he was just saying like the goalkeeper's the weak link for you guys. You've got a hell of a team otherwise.
Well, Guaita and Milivojevic, believe me, they're the two that you're just like, why are they playing? If Jack Butland can't get past Guaita, I don't know why we paid Stoke City money for him.
Yeah.
I thought it was bad enough with Hennessy when we played you. When was it? 2016, when he let the ball slip drop between his legs. I was like, what is it with us and crap goalkeepers? Seriously.
Oh, this is it. We've just, since Speroni, innit? We actually haven't had any.
Yeah, Speroni and arguably Alex McCarthy before we sold him to Southampton.
Yeah. Speroni was eccentric though, wasn't he, as well? He was prone to a little mistake every now and again.
He saved us more times than he made mistakes.
Yeah. True.
Absolutely.
True.
Mandanda was all right for like a couple of games, but the rest
Jordan
was
Spave, man. Yeah.
Jordan, have you been smoking something? Or you must be drinking, because whatever Mandanda you was watching, it wasn't the one that came to us, bro. That guy was sus.
George, any changes you make?
I'll probably schlap for Ramsey, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know anything about Ramsey.
That's a fair shot. Yeah, I was going to swap schlap for Ramsey. And
yeah,
actually,
he's come through the academy at Villa. Just got into the England under-21s side. He's quite good running with the ball. Quite quick with like breaking through midfield, but it just needs to probably add a few goals to his game. Scored a cracker against Arsenal in when we lost 3-1. But he's a very, very good player.
I would actually switch Watkins for Edward.
Yeah, someone else has put that.
Is Ings?
I just thought he's not been playing though, has he, Edward?
Well, he's more so off the left.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough.
Is Danny Ings fit or is he injured again?
Bradley, you're a fool, you know.
From Lionel Richie to Bill Cosby. My lord, it's peak for Rich today.
It's getting worse, you know. It's actually getting worse.
Is he saying that about you or me though? That's the thing. That's what I want to know.
No, it's definitely Rich.
No, it's definitely me. Definitely me. I'm hoping it's not actually. No, there might be hope. There might be hope. So let me stop showing that. Got through that nice and quick, to be fair. Where did I get to? Just your thoughts on the weekend's game, Rich.
It's going to be a good game. I've really liked watching Palace. You know, I think that they tried that when De Boer came in. They tried to change the style of football, and it flopped, didn't it? And I think that Vieira's done that so well to kind of change the whole culture of the football in such a short space of time, and he's picked results up straight away. And you seem to have a real feel good factor about the place at the moment. So, and your attacking options are just unreal. Like you look at Benteke, Edouard, Zaha, Elise, Eze. Like it's just crazy how good your attacking options
Don't forget Lord Jordan Ayew.
Yeah, Jordan Ayew. Yeah, he wasn't very good at Villa, but yeah, he's a good player, and yeah, you've just got options all over. Like I would have had Eze straight away at Villa. I'd have had Michael Elise straight away at Villa. Two of the best Championship players that have been in recent years. So great side to watch. Obviously scoring quite a few goals at the moment.
We are actually.
Yeah, which is quite strange for Crystal Palace, having had Roy Hodgson for so long. So I think that's the like a pleasant surprise in terms of how entertaining you guys have been. But I suppose that comes with its own risks, doesn't it? And you have been, not losing games, but losing goals late, where you've kind of given up wins.
Richard, don't depress us, please. It was bad enough on the weekend. And as for my birthday, I don't want to be reminded about that Arsenal game.
I'm sorry,
because I'm still getting heat off that from Arsenal fans I'm related to. Christ above.
I won't mention it, but that's the price, isn't it? You put the entertaining football there, but you're always liable to kind of concede late on or concede a couple of goals. So Villa, off the back of that good win on Saturday, we haven't won many away games at all. Obviously, we beat United. That's been one of our only wins out of going back quite a long time. I think we managed to beat Tottenham towards the end of last season, but I think United's our only away win this season. So we need to turn it around. Our defense has been really poor this season. I think we were 18th in the league in terms of goals conceded. That might have changed slightly with the clean sheet on the weekend. So I think it's going to be an entertaining game. And you look at Villa's attacking lineup: Ings, Watkins, Buendia, Leon Bailey, as I've mentioned, Ramsey, McGinn. There's a lot of attacking options for both sides. So watch it be 0-0 now. But yeah, it should be a good one. It should be a good game. So
should do.
Right. We don't do well at Selhurst Park either. So you guys do always get the better of us there.
Long may that continue.
The fact you haven't won away from home for a while, though, worries me because we're defending an unbeaten record at home. Now that you've said that, that's made me think, oh, here we go. Just when you think it's going to go well, you have to hear those dreaded words of, Aston Villa haven't won away in 15 away games. Of course they haven't. Of course they haven't, because it would come to Selhurst Park to take the 3 points with some dirty wasteman own goal as well.
There'll probably be something dumb as well.
Although to be fair, Tyrick Mitchell scoring with his shoulder when Sacco got given a handball against him at Villa Park was like, this is called karma. Because I remember Villa fans when Grealish was kind of fouled were like, VAR didn't give us a penalty. The referee didn't give that pen at Selhurst. It wasn't even VAR. Grealish probably was foul, but people are like, oh, that's vindication. Sacco's hit his shoulder. Anybody saying that's handball, you must have a fishing license, because you definitely don't have a coaching license. Because it was crazy. I was thinking, I can understand if it hits off his arm onto his shoulder. Fair enough, that is handball. It hit him square on the shoulder, and even pundits were saying, if that's handball, we may as well go home. But I'm just thinking, Villa haven't won away from home for a while. We're defending an unbeaten home run. I know what's going to happen. Dominate the game. Last minute, Ollie Watkins runs up the other end of the pitch and takes the piss in front of the home fans, because that's what happens. I just know it. I know I've jinxed us now, but I don't care, because I'm already getting ready to just accept it.
And it'll be the family stand as well.
No, that's only reserved for certain teams, because they're not willing to go up to the homes then and do that.
Good point.
Which team?
Yeah, nice try, Jordan.
Oh, he's trying to.
Nice try, Jordan.
Right. Just before we go into our score predictions, and Nate, you killed it this week, by the way. Tariq had this. Now, we can't really discuss them too much as managers. I guess from this moment on, we could. But who was the better midfielder?
They did different things.
You can go first, Jordan. You can go first.
I'll just say they did different things. It's hard to compare it.
Yeah, I mean...
How's that fence you're sitting on?
I'm going to say it was Vieira. Because he's our manager.
I'll probably agree with you, to be honest. I think Gerrard had moments where he pulled the team up like on his own. Obviously the Champions League and things like that.
Gerrard final West Ham.
Yeah, exactly. But there were times where he kind of did that to the detriment of the team. Sometimes he kind of did that and it affected other players. Whereas Vieira was just brilliant. He was just unreal. He was part of that
He was.
unbeatable team, wasn't he, with Arsenal?
Put it
So I'd
different.
probably
Put
say just
the
Gerrard.
two of them in the same
Gerrard.
midfield. Roy Keane is not getting anywhere near the ball because they
Yeah.
both love to smash him to pieces.
That's a good point. Big up Statman Stubbs. He does quizzes actually on a Friday normally, as well as other shows. So if you think you're knowledgeable in football, hit him up on Twitter. That's Statman Stubbs. Joining the quiz, and the reigning champ is here. I struggled. I struggled last week. When the questions moved past where do Crystal Palace play, I was like, yeah, my time's up. Big up Jamie in the chat as well, who I believe is just gone. He's just made 100 subs because he's new to the YouTube game too. So big up Jamie.
Wicked.
And here we go. Look, the United fans are all over the chat. Listen, I hope Ranić is not in charge against us. I just hope Carrick can stay that long. Please, not Ranić. Oh, man.
Don't worry, they've got to play Arsenal before they play us. So any new manager shine, hopefully that will rub off when they play Arsenal.
Fingers crossed, man.
Sorry,
crossed.
Tariq, but like somebody's got to take the L here, and I don't want it to be us.
But yeah, it looks like general consensus is Vieira, to be fair. Right. Let's get the score predictions up. Nate, you did a madness. See, a 6. I'm happy with my 6. Nate got 10.
I'm
10.
gassed. I got 4, bro.
To be fair, Rich,
Yeah.
Jordan averages like 2. So this is a massive improvement, to be fair.
He's well and truly on the comeback today.
Is it 2 points for correct score, 1
Yeah.
point for result? Yeah.
Result, yeah.
Yeah.
And such. And
That's a hell of a week now.
Nate, that is unbelievable.
That is what we call the luck of the Irish. Just saying.
Hey, no. You gave me. I didn't even get a thing there.
Which one?
So how did Dan get 2-2 with an orange on Chelsea and I didn't? When I got the right result and he didn't.
Oh, sorry, I have made a mistake. Never mind.
This you see that? It's 5 now.
Oh, that's some cheese.
You see this? I need to start checking Rich's thing, you know.
I've made one mistake in like 5 weeks. You need to check you need to check yourself, mate. Come for me. Yeah.
Right, that's it. Okay.
So Jordan is on. So let me just change that. So the guest is on 21. Jordan, you're on 9.
Yeah.
Nate's now leading 28.
I won't lie. Tottenham nearly fucked that for me, though. To be fair, I was like, if Tottenham screw this up, I swear to God, I swear, I was like, don't mess this up, please, because obviously we seen what Tottenham did tonight.
100%. So, obviously this week's games, I'm gonna type the scores in really quickly as well, because I actually want to end on a. So if we can get through this in about 5 minutes or so, because I'm actually going to open the lines and see if anyone wants to actually call in this week. Where is there it is. Right, so we'll do it in the same order all the way through. We'll do Nate, Jordan, Rich, and then I'll do mine. Arsenal, Newcastle.
2-0 Arsenal.
Jordan?
3-1 Arsenal.
Rich?
I'll say 3-2 Arsenal.
I just don't see Newcastle scoring. I'm going 3-0 Arsenal. The big one. Oh, and by the way, guys in the chat, chuck in your score predictions as well. Palace Villa, Nate?
Now that I've heard that they've never won since 1966 or some other crap like that, I don't want to predict us to win because I'm just going to get annoyed. But I've got to back us, so I'm going to say 2-1 Palace. That's my little brother.
That is Big up, young Nate.
Now you're going to hold court for calling in that now. You're going to be sending me enough messages after this. Oh, shit. You dropped me right in it, Rich. Thank you.
No worries. 2-1, yeah?
Yeah, 2-1.
George?
2-0 Palace.
Rich?
2-1 Villa.
Yeah, I'm going 2-1 Palace as well. Why do I feel like a set piece is going to do us again?
It's inevitable, bruv.
It
Life,
is.
death, taxes, and Palace conceding set pieces. The 4 things in life guaranteed.
Right, I think this was going to be very high scoring. Liverpool, Southampton. Nate?
If Liverpool have an off day, they might scrape a 2-3-0. I'm going to go 4-0 Liverpool. They're just going to smack Southampton differently.
Jordan?
Let's say 3-1 Liverpool.
Rich?
4-1 Liverpool.
See, I was going to say 4, but I feel like I'll just be copying Nate's scores, and I don't want to be making it out as if I'm trying to get my points up. But at the same time, I don't think it'll be as much as 5, but then I don't think. Let me do 3. Let me do 3 now. You think it's
Watch he does that, and all of a sudden I start holding court. It's like, Rich, I knew you'd try that.
Norwich Wolves.
Three 0 Wolves.
Good.
1-0 Wolves.
Rich.
2-2.
Yeah, I don't see a Villa fan back in a Wolves win.
And obviously
Yeah,
your old gaffer.
Yeah, old gaffer. They've picked up a couple of results.
I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves. Right. Pigeons versus Leeds. Oh, gosh. We hate both these teams.
Yeah, Steve is not going to be happy either way if I back either team. So I'm saying dead food, last on match of the day, 0-0, brick shithouse draw.
Jordan?
I'm going to have to agree with Nate on that one.
No.
I'm not having Steve sent for me on Twitter this weekend. I'm not having that smoke sent for me, bro. No way in hell.
Rich?
I'll say 1-1.
Yeah, I was thinking 1-1 as well. This one's hard to call because Brentford's form's been terrible. Brentford versus Everton.
Everton's hasn't been much better.
Both teams are dirt poor though. So
Not bad, isn't it?
they're both doo-doo, bro. They're both doo-doo.
Nate?
I think Rafa Benitez is moving on a sabotage thing because man just loves Liverpool, innit? So there's a way to sabotage the other side of Stanley Park. Don't move on that, bro. That's why I was thinking, why would you do that if you're Everton's owner? But if Brentford don't get a result here, they're definitely going to be in that spot. So 1-0 draw. And I'm being generous when I say that because I don't see them doing anything. This is another dead rubber game.
Jordan?
Everton win that 1-0. Just Richarlison, some bullshit will happen. He'll score.
Rich?
I'll go 2-1 Brentford. Ivan Toney.
It's so Richarlison's back then. Yeah, they'll probably score. I'm going to go 2-1. No, I'm going to go 2-0 Brentford. Burnley, Tottenham. Now, Tottenham just lost to a team called Mura, I believe.
They lost to their own player, bro. I don't even know how that happens. That'd be like us losing to MacArthur FC, bro. That'd be hella peak.
Yeah, that tweet he put, thing he put out was fucking thanks, man.
Expression.
It's like Mura, bruv.
Man's not even on the pitch and we're losing, fam.
Smoking on your tears, fam.
Oh, the guy's a genius. But like, if Burnley play as well as they did against us, but just cut out them sloppy mistakes at the back, they could put Tottenham in a split. But it's not difficult to beat Tottenham 3-0 at home. I mean, for Christ's sake, we did it. So, on the other hand, no, if there's ever a time to not want to play Tottenham, it's when they've just taken a massive L in Europe. Because they just lost to a glorified team full of Greg's employees, as I think it was Brad said in the chat. So, and you know, Express is going to have a funny ass commentary as well, calling them Middle Earth FC and all of this. So, you know what it is already. 2-1 Tottenham.
Good.
I feel dirty saying that.
I was going to agree with Nate again.
I think Jordan's trying to get his points up, you know. Rich.
Hella piggybacking out here, you know. What is this? Moonpig.com. Less of that.
I was going to say that before you can open your mouth, bro.
I can see Burnley getting something out of this because that corner is just unreal, isn't he, at the minute?
Why he's playing for Burnley, I don't know, but fair play. What a signing.
I'll say a draw again. I'll say they'll get a 2-2.
Okay.
Oh, good, because I was going to say 1-1. I was hoping you didn't say that.
Us Richies have got to stick together. That's the thing.
This is it. Leicester Watford.
It's a shame Anthony Knockout ain't playing in this game because that was a madness when they played in the Championship. But I've got to back Vardy because I don't like them man from Hertfordshire. So it's got to be Leicester 3-0.
Jordan.
I don't know.
I'll come back to you, Rich.
2-2.
Oh, there you go.
I'll go.
No, it's because Watford are good right now. That's a problem.
I don't know if they're good.
They're just
what?
They just met Man United.
Yeah.
Rich, be careful. You know we're going to hold corn. You say that, man. Sure.
Listen, I've got to enjoy bantering United as much as possible until Ranić comes in because we are potentially finished. Ranić is absolutely different class. Rich?
Yeah, 2-0 Leicester for me. I think they'll get back to winning ways.
I'm going to go 2-1 Leicester. They tend to like to concede goals. And so there you go. They're not good. And listen, the United fans are gassed right now. Listen, just worry about yourselves. You look at Chelsea, boy.
These men held corn against Liverpool and City, though, so I don't really know why they're getting too gassed because, like, this could go horribly wrong.
It could do. City West Ham.
I fancy West Ham, you know, because beating Liverpool at home, that will give them hella burners. But at the same time, City know how to get these kind of games on wrap, even if they don't have a striker. But I'll back West Ham because I actually do. I like seeing them. I like seeing them doing well because I know it just pisses off our friends in Bermondsey because they just can't live with the fact that them and us are both in the Prem. That's killing them.
This is it.
2-1 West Ham. Antonio last minute winner. Just for the bands to see Soccer Saturday go on a madness.
George?
City win 2-0.
Rich?
I'll go 3-1 City.
I'll go 2-1 City. And the last one of the weekend. Now, this is interesting. It all depends because I think Chelsea got a lot of injuries. Chelsea United. Nate?
As much as I hate myself for this, because I'm not holding corn this week with these Man United fans, because they're in their feelings already. And they've only just got a manager announced. I actually do fancy them, to be fair, because they need to respond after getting punished by some pub team from near Luton, some small town near Luton, wherever that place is. No, to be fair, though, if there's ever a time to play Chelsea is when they've got injuries on lock. They're just on a madness. So, Chelsea 1, Man United 3. Now that I've said that, they might hold corn, but United fans, don't come for me. I backed you, man, so leave me out of it. If these man vote Chelsea, then come for them. Don't come at me. I'd back Man United this week.
George,
Who's injured for Chelsea?
Chilwell, Conte. Who else?
I know
I
Lukaku.
can't remember. Apparently, Lukaku could be back.
Is Werner still out?
It doesn't matter if he's in or out anyway.
He scored against Juventus.
No, I'm saying Chelsea win that 3-0.
Rich?
2-1 Chelsea.
I'm going 3-1 Chelsea. Yeah, that brings up our predictions. Wicked. Just a few more things before we wrap up. So, I believe it's Eagle of the Week, isn't it? It is Eagle of the Week. So, Eagle of the Week is a shout out to who you think's done well this week. Nippon of the Week is kind of like the biggest loser of the week, pretty much, to put it nicely. This is a hard one, actually, for me. So who would like to take the floor first? Because I'm still thinking.
Yeah, I'll go with man like Michael Carrick, 100% win rate.
Carrick's at the wheel.
Hopefully he stays at the wheel for a while.
After next Sunday, then Ranier can come and do a madness. That's all we are.
Yeah, just after next Sunday.
Delay that visa process 100%. Home Office, do your thing. I'm going to give it to Richard Riakpo, one of our own, because he had a great week. And seeing as he's an Eagle, it's fitting that he gets Eagle of the Week. But to be fair, it was good to see him doing well, because a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's such a gimmick. But nah, to see him do well and see him really represent, it's like, nah, big him up. And to be fair, it's great seeing people like him from our area doing really well. So yeah, Riakpo gets my vote.
Yeah, big up Stanley Russell. It's been a while, bro. Hope you're good. Rich?
I was gonna say mention to Jadon Sancho, because I thought he looked very good when he came on. He played very well and scored a goal. But I'm gonna go for Stevie G. First game in the Prem, beats your rivals, gets the pressure off, gets that monkey off his back of the first win, and yeah, I'm gonna go for Stevie G.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you because you beat our rivals.
Won't name the team. I'll get in trouble if I name them.
You
don't
catch on really quickly.
Yeah,
really appreciate that. Last bit. See, you know what? I don't want to feel like I'm always attacking United,
but
I can't look beyond two people, and they're too obvious, Maguire or Ollie. But I'm gonna have a think about somebody else. So I'm gonna leave the floor to you guys quickly. I'm actually going to think about somebody else.
I can't think.
I'm gonna say it has to be Spurs for losing today.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say it's Tottenham. I mean, that's a hell of a result. That.
It could be Benzema upgrading the strike force of Prison FC.
Oh, that's a shout, actually.
Alright, Prison FC's transfer window just gets even funnier every single week, bro. It's mad. Yeah, I think I got Benzema because if I go for Man United fans, I'm taking hella smoke. So I'm gonna.
That picture of Grealish is funny, bro.
Yeah. Any left back called Mendy? Who said that?
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, because both of them are in a madness now, aren't they?
And poor Edouard Mendy is just holding hella corn for that
Poor
for that
innocent
surname.
goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And they can't even get his national team's flag in a picture with him. They won't even put the Senegalese flag in his picture. It's like, really? Wow.
Oh, there's a few here. You got Benzema, you got United as a whole, Maguire, Chelsea up in their season ticket prices by 300%.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Is that true?
If that is true, then I'm going for that. Then that's a liberty.
That's shocking.
Because that's what their season tickets already like over £1,000.
Yeah, I tell you, who's done a good thing. Brentford have done a good thing today. I don't know if you've heard about the.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, they're recycling this year's kit for next season as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not a 2-year cycle anyway.
It used to be when I was a kid.
You know why,
Many,
Rich?
many
Money.
years ago.
Oh well, obviously,
Yeah.
That's all it is. No, it's pure money.
Yeah, it is greed.
Because if you look at some of our home kits that we've had over the last couple of years, a lot of them you'd say, yeah, I'd like that for a kit for 2 years. But no, every year it's a new shirt. And we won't even go into that 16-17 home shirt because, oh boy, I still have nightmares about that one.
Cool. Well, listen, I might extend it for a little bit, if you don't mind that, Rich.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got a few minutes.
Yeah. So if you do want to call, click the link and jump in. Feel free. If not, don't worry. What can we end on? Where can we find you, Rich?
Yeah, so I'm on Twitter as the handle says at Villa Park Pod. I've got my own Twitter page at Southrich. My main channel is part of a YouTube channel called World of Sport TV with Barry. I know you've been on the Premier League show, Rich. So yeah, we're part of that and doing really well on that. And then we also release audio only podcasts, so they're on all the main Spotify, Apple, all that kind of jazz. So yeah. Just catch us. We do like match reaction. We do preview. So I got my preview show at 9. And we do watch-alongs as well. I've started doing them, which have been quite entertaining. So yeah. Just any football chat, just follow us on Twitter, and then any support you can give us, jump on the channel and search Villa Park Pod, and we're on World of Sport TV.
Yeah, guys, go and give some support over there, show some love. I'll throw it out there. If you are available Saturday evening at some point, we're going to do a match reaction. We're going to have a few more Palace fans on here. So yeah, if you want to come on for that as well, if you're free, then let me know. And
I'm at the match, so I'm not sure what state I'll be in. Yeah.
That's a fair point. Fair shot.
Traveling to the game.
I've got one, Rich, actually, before we go. Best and worst player to play for both clubs. So, for me, the best player that's played for both clubs since we've been back is probably Jedi, because he was a great player for us, and he was a big player for them. Worst, even though he did score one of the biggest goals of our Premier League survival race, which was Barry Bannon, because I'm thinking, how were we convinced to sign this guy? Honestly. I rate him for the goal against Hull, don't get me wrong. But it's like, apart from that, like, he got more game minutes than Johnny Williams. I don't know why. I literally don't know why.
That's a good shot.
So, yeah.
He also played for Benteke.
Ayew.
I'd say Benteke.
Oh, Ayew's the worst.
Ayew was terrible for us. Yeah.
I'm going Ayew.
Yeah. I didn't even think about Barry Bannon. He was fairly unlucky with Villa, to be honest. He didn't get much of a chance. But yeah, I'd have to say Benteke has been the best.
Did Joe Ledley play for Villa? I think.
I was just thinking that. I think he did.
Did he not?
No.
Oh no, shame. I think he went to thingy. Was it Cardiff or something like that? One of them.
Yeah. I was trying to think if we had a keeper. Gabor Karai.
Oh God.
He plays for Villa. He has to be the worst.
Gabor
he has to be up there with the worst.
Oh wow, Mr. Tracksuit Bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Nigel Martin, actually, didn't he play for Villa?
No, he played for Birmingham City.
Oh, he played for the Blue Knights.
Don't get in trouble there, mate.
There's a number of players that play for both teams, though.
You'll probably find loads. Yeah, I mean, Jedinak wasn't brilliant for us, to be honest, but he had a presence about him, definitely. But I think his best years were behind him when he came to us.
We saw the best of him in our promotion season because he literally was on one leg at the final against Watford. And I'm thinking, how is this man still standing? How? It's physically impossible. And if you see the playoff final section of When Eagles Day, you're just thinking, how the hell did he not collapse in pure agony? Because I don't know anyone that could withstand that. And I realized, wait a minute, Jedinak was literally a brick wall that year. Nothing phased him. Like, didn't he literally put Alan Lee in a spliff? When Alan Lee elbowed him in the eye, he just knocked him down to the floor as well. So it's like, oh God, don't mention Paul Scholes again, please. That was bad enough the first time around. I mean, to be fair, he's having a great time now because Man United keep getting brought up with his favourite word, defeat. Every time he hears defeat, his eyes just light up like it's Christmas.
Mate, he must love being on a plane.
You know what I'm saying? 40,000 feet, 50,000 feet, he's in there. He's in his element.
Mate, he's hitting that Mile Cly Hub in all the wrong ways, bro.
Oh,
let's
God.
move on from Swansea, please, guys. Listen, hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Just a heads up, next week and a half is going to be crazy. I forgot there's so many games that are coming thick and fast.
Leeds on Tuesday as well.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm going to make sure Steve's about for the Leeds one. He's going to go mental. He's been waiting for this moment. But yeah, hit the like button, share the stream, subscribe to not only World of Sport TV, hit up Villa Park Pod on Twitter. It was just Twitter, right?
Twitter and Instagram we're on.
And Instagram.
Mainly Twitter, yeah.
And yeah, we'll see you Saturday for the match reaction. Massive 3 points. We need it. I think we need it. George, Nate, big up as always.
Big up, man.
Rich.
See you later, boys.
Cheers,
Appreciate
lads.
it.
Thanks for having me on anytime.
Wicked. Take it easy. Peace.
Bye-bye.